They don't even want to shake hands.
So when you go to Tesco's and you see cow's milk,
Yeah, I don't see that.
right,
I think that's bullshit.
you think it's a nonsense word. And how many more plants are there to
I
animals?
think you're going to regret saying it.
What's your stance on the dairy industry?
I think the key word's the industry. So I think you need to separate dairy from industry. So I'm pro-dairy, but the way we do it at the moment is completely nuts and completely insane.
Okay, so how can you be pro-dairy but against the industry?
But I don't think there is dairy in the UK.
Right. So when you go to Tesco's and you see cow's milk,
Yeah, I don't see that.
you don't see that.
I'm not seeing what you're seeing. So
Explain that. So when you go to Tesco's and there's that
Sure.
dairy aisle that has cow's milk in.
I love milk and I don't touch it.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to forget about you saying that you can't see cow's milk in the supermarket.
I hope
that will happen one day, by the way. I hope I can't see cow's
I
milk
would
in the
almost call
supermarket.
it.
How do you get milk from a cow? Tell me that.
You have to milk it.
Okay, what's the start? What's the start process? There's a cow here. What are you going to do to get that cow to produce milk?
I'm not really sure. Do you want to tell me?
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So in the dairy industry, cows, they have to be forcibly impregnated.
Yeah, I kind of thought that.
Yeah. So do you know what the farmer does?
Rapes the cow.
He does. So he actually puts his entire arm inside of
Yeah.
her and injects her with bull semen to make her pregnant. Because the only reason a cow produces milk is because she has to have a baby.
Yeah.
So she is a mother, just like human mothers only produce milk when they have a baby. So is that something you knew?
I was kind of aware, obviously not, but I had an idea,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have said it just in case. It was not something I've checked or.
Yeah, I understand. That's absolutely fine. And I didn't know that. That's why it's one of the first things I always tell people, because there's a reason, right?
Well,
Why
it's like, they need to be in kind of a pregnant state in order to produce the milk.
they need to be pregnant and give birth to produce milk. Yeah. Okay. Now a cow carries her baby in her tummy for 9 months, just like a human. When the cow gives birth to a boy, what does the farmer do with the boy? What do you think he does with the boy?
One of two things: either it has no value for the land, for calorie per acre,
Right.
so it will get terminated,
Right.
or they'll just eat it.
Okay, so what actually does happen is in the dairy industry, if they give birth to a boy, the boys are classed as a waste product.
Yeah.
That's what they view them as because they don't produce milk. So they send them to a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that so far?
I should probably go from the very beginning. So first of all, you might think this is nuts, but I'm a Christian.
Wait, before we go on to that,
I-
what do you think about them killing the cows in a slaughterhouse, the baby cows,
Yeah.
in the dairy industry? What's your thoughts on that first? We can move on to
I'm
that.
totally okay with that.
You're
I
okay?
can explain why.
Right, so you're okay, hold on, with killing baby cows
I'm not
in a
okay with it, but
slaughterhouse?
it is something we would have to do, yeah.
But you just said you're okay with it. So are you okay with it or are you not okay with it?
I'm okay with it, obviously, because I know people that are in the farming,
Yeah?
so it's not something we take pleasure in, they don't take pleasure in doing, but I think there is a way of doing it where I know you get to morality, but the overall good is absolutely insane, and if you didn't do it, I think society would collapse, and I can make my case for that.
Okay, so let me just get that right.
Yep.
You're okay with killing baby cows in the dairy industry
100%.
because of society collapse.
If I may explain.
Okay, explain that. I wanted to make sure I understood what you were saying.
So the alternative to eating animals would be the idea of veganism, to go on a vegetable diet.
So eat plants.
Exactly.
Yeah?
So are you a vegan?
Vegan, not vegan.
Vegans, okay.
Vegan. Flipping vegan.
Do you understand how? It's very simple. The question. I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah.
But what a farmer looks at is calorie per acre when they're feeding a community.
No, what farmers look at is profit. They don't care about
I
calorie
think
per acre. They care about profit. They're only milking these cows
It's really
for
important I
profit.
finish my case because I think
Okay,
you're wrong.
I'll let you finish your case.
Okay, so it's very basic maths.
Yep.
I know I sound patronising,
No,
but
that's
it's really
okay.
simple.
Yeah, no worries.
So if you grow vegetables, the amount of calories that you'll get per acre
Yep.
is substantially less than what you'd get from just a cow eating the grass in the pasture.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with it.
Make your case.
So, when you say the calories we get from plants
Are
is
so
less
low.
per acre,
They're ridiculously low compared to if you had chickens, just Eat an animal.
So what actually happens, right? We have 90 billion animals bred into existence every single year, right? We feed 90 billion animals plants, okay? If we didn't have animal agriculture, we would actually free up 75% of the world's farmland.
Right, I need to check when I get home. I want you to be bang because I think you're going to regret saying this later on when you check.
No worries.
You've got an acre of land. How many calories are you going to get from your runner beans, your carrots, compared to...
Why is that an issue? Let's start with why that is an issue.
That's a great question.
Okay, thank you very much. Why is that an issue when we're talking about this?
If we just took the industry out of it just for argument's sake and say you're a farmer, you need to feed people.
Yep.
You need the meat there because there wouldn't be enough land to make enough calories in order to feed.
Do you know how much more land we need for the farming industry to feed people rather than just having plants?
What, just on the plants?
Yeah.
If I guessed, it would be substantial. Like you might need at least a minimum to be conservative, maybe 10 times the land.
No. So this is what we're saying, right?
Well,
Tell me.
we'll move on because otherwise I think you think my maths right.
No. So this is facts, right?
Which comes to me, I don't think it is.
If you look at the human population, there's 90 billion humans on this planet. Okay.
How many?
9 billion. 9 billion humans on this planet.
I think that's bullshit, but I know they say that.
Okay. But okay. There's less humans. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Okay.
Those humans eat plants. If we all just ate plants, we wouldn't need all this farmland and these animals, which there's 90 billion of, so we'd eliminate them. So we would eat less plants if we all went vegan.
I'm gonna say, I don't want to say like I go to authority, but just from cowboys I know that run ranches,
right?
They always tell me that's nonsense.
Let's put one cow and one human here. This cow is alive, eats all these plants. This human is alive who eats less plants, yeah? This human wouldn't need to eat the cow to get the plants, right?
No.
If they're vegan. Because if you're not vegan, you're consuming that cow, but you're also consuming all the plants that cow has eaten.
Yeah.
Which is way more.
Without you, I've really got to move on from this because I don't have the data and you don't have the data.
I do have.
We're at a...
I've got facts, whereas you don't. I'll give you that at the end. Yeah. Because I'm not here about this situation.
Can I go on to my next point?
But I'm here about the animal exploitation. So I want you to go back to how do you feel?
If you show me the data,
I'll show you at the end. I have a card in my pocket with everything on for you, okay?
Just pull it out now.
I'm going to do it at the end because I'm not getting into...
Can we go on to the next
I don't want to
point?
get into a discussion about land. This is about animals,
No, but I'd like to make one more point.
Okay, yeah, of course you can.
So, and it is a land point. Then in order to have your veganism,
it's not vegan, it's vegan.
Nonsense word to begin with, which we can get to later.
You think it's a nonsense word?
Yeah, I think it's fast.
Right, I'm gonna. Before you continue,
I want to make one
because
point.
you're going. Listen, you're going off on a tangent over here about land. I'm here for the animals.
We can't come to an agreement.
No, okay.
Until you show me the data.
But I'm not talking about land. I don't care about this. I care about animals being exploited because people aren't vegan. So this is where I'm going back to the animals. How do you feel when that cow is sent to a slaughterhouse? Is that good or bad?
Please make my point.
Can you answer that question? Is that good or bad?
I've told you many times and you're not listening.
You think it's good?
I'm totally fine with it.
Okay.
And I didn't say it was good.
How do you justify it then?
Right, can I
Do you think the cow is totally fine with it? You're saying you're totally fine about it. You're thinking about it from your oppressor's point of view.
You tell me when I can speak, okay?
The cow is not okay with it. That's what I'm getting at. We've got to look at this from their point of view, not ours. So how do you justify sending animals to a slaughterhouse when you don't have to, is my question to you.
Finish?
Yes.
Right, can I make my point?
Answer that question. Answer that question. Because I'm not going to talk about land.
I am going to talk about land because it comes into this question.
I'm not talking about land.
You're not going to let me finish. It's been
land's irrelevant. I'm not shaking a hand with someone who likes animal abuse.
Okay,
I can't do that.
I'm going to say it on camera.
If you're not vegan, you are an animal abuser.
Can I make my point
and I don't think it's okay to kill babies for dairy. How do you justify that? How do you justify that? How do you justify slaughterhouses? I'm not going to shake someone's hand who is okay with animal abuse and murder.
My point is,
are you okay with animal abuse and murder?
You won't let me speak.
Are you okay with animal abuse and murder for you?
Not let me speak.
Okay, are you okay with it? Answer that question. Are you okay?
You keep interrupting. You cannot.
The floor is yours.
Is it really mine? You've said this a couple of times. You've interrupted.
But I'm not talking about land.
Your first interruption was just an insult.
Okay.
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 When you grow your wonderful plants.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
No, I get it. I'm not taking piss. I agree with
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
How on God's name, do you keep insects off it? How do you keep hairs of it? How do you keep? No, why are you rolling your eyes?
This is why he
You-
got triggered, because he's got no argument. He sends animals to
All right, you're not
slaughterhouses,
gonna answer
and
my
now he's
question.
talking about insects.
Yeah, because you have
haven't
to
got
kill
me.
to keep the crops safe.
And how many more plants are
Boom,
fed to
win. You have to
animals?
kill hares.
How
You have
many
to
more
kill
plants are
insects.
fed
You
to
have to kill
animals?
hares.
How many more plants are fed
been
to
a pleasure.
animals?
You keep
90
speaking over-
billion more animals in this world are fed plants. He doesn't understand basic maths.
They want to shake hands.
Doesn't understand basic maths.
They don't even want to shake hands.
Because I'm not shaking hands with an animal abuser. He can't work it out. So did you see how he wanted to sit down and debate, but he only wanted to talk about land and insects? He didn't even really want to touch on the animal agriculture, which is the only reason I'm here. I am not going into discussions about all this crap over here, because animals are in slaughterhouses right now. So I will not give people the time to drag me into BS on this side when animals are literally being murdered every single day. You heard it for yourself. He literally said he is okay with what happens in the dairy industry. I explained the dairy industry to him. He said killing baby cows for cow's milk is fine. Enough said.